Welcome to another exciting episode of the Full Spectrum Podcast. My name is Trey.
I am Rungren.
Yeah, and it's wonderful to be joined by a recognized artist on YouTube. That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. I got a notification. I have an official artist channel now. So I think that takes my topic channel and my channel and just puts it as one. I don't know. There's a couple of things, and now so you can see it just says at Rungren now. So
Congratulations, sir.
Yep. Thank you. My total music earnings is just a little over $11.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it took forever to get to 10. So when I checked it, like after I got found this information and stuff,
yeah,
that I needed to apply for that I needed. The company I use to publish, so nobody steals my music and does it a lot better and copyrights it and claims it for their own. I do have a publisher for my music stuff put out, which has copyrights and stuff on it, and they're like, you should apply for the thing, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
I'll do that. I was just checking my balance, which is because when I get to $25, I can actually get paid.
Yeah.
And a long ways to go. I don't know if that'll happen before I die, but one day I may actually get paid for the music I put out. But yeah, they said do that. I put it up. Yeah, but I can't get it yet. They don't pay out until it hits the $25 mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said do it. So I found out, and then they were like, I got like at 2, I got an email from YouTube like, hey, it is slightly better, though I would feel a lot better about having $100 and 25.
Yeah.
At least I have a chance of maybe one day withdrawing that $25. But around 2, I got an email from YouTube, and they're like, hey, we've got your request through this thing, blah, blah, blah. Can take 4 to 6 weeks in order to check, I guess, or do their thing before we give you a reply. And then around, I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock, I got one that says, yeah, okay, yeah, you got it. I was like, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Awesome.
No, not quite. There might be somewhere it is $100 mark. There's a few different publishers you can go through if you self-publish your own. So there might be a few that have $100 mark.
Also, just real quick, Dark, that's just down to 1 outside of Twitch and YouTube. Clarify. So, hopefully, now that you're recognized by YouTube, you're not too great for a pop quiz.
Look, man. A friend of ours, who sits over there, won't give his name out, right? Yeah, he's got about 5 times more subscribers than I do.
Right.
So, all right. Pop quiz.
Pop quiz. No, I'm down to 2. I have 2 jobs including YouTube, not 3 anymore.
Okay.
I just don't want anybody being like, oh, Trey's such a hard worker. He's got 3 jobs when I just got 2. I don't know.
All right. I got a stack of pop quizzes here, and I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember which ones I have asked.
I probably wouldn't remember.
Well, I know some of them that I did. I remember I had the candy one, and I've lost my place. Okay, I think I asked that one. It's been too long. I went to sleep.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right, I don't think we've gone Yes, that's true. I don't think we've gone over this one. Okay. So you have I've got a couple backups. So if I've asked you this, let me know.
Okay.
All right. Either that or just, actually get a good score in a pop quiz or one straight.
Even
No.
then, I wouldn't.
I don't know. I've slept since then. I don't know the answer. So do you know what popular reality show was based out of Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada?
What is that ice truckers show called? What is that? Is it Ice Truckers? Is that what it's called?
Ice Road Truckers. I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
I don't think you've asked me this before because
I didn't think so. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was on back War 2. I'm pretty sure I asked you about some candy not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one I need to get rid of for this. All right. So in 2006, a Samuel L. Jackson movie was a huge hit before it was even made due to immense internet buzz.
In 2004?
It's 2006.
2006.
Yes.
Oh, we've already specified that my brain doesn't work within that time frame. Was it Hancock? I don't, because Hancock wasn't it wasn't a good movie in a lot of ways. It didn't do a lot of money.
Samuel L.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said Will Smith. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, those two sound the same.
Look, I'm stressed. Okay, I want to get a good score. Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, you're
movie.
not off to a good start.
It was 2006. I also heard 2004 somehow. So I'm gonna go with 2006. I'm gonna go with Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane. Yes.
Okay.
That was it. Goodness.
How did I get 2004 and Will Smith?
iRobot? I don't know. All right. I dare you to get this one wrong. If you give a hoot about Harry Potter films and know who's who, you should know about Hedwig. And what is his relationship with Harry?
Hedwig is the owl that Harry has.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'd have been in big trouble. Oh.
You're already I've given you check marks on the first three, so you've already beating your average.
Nice.
So we'll keep going on this. All right. So this TV series, it went off the air in 1999 after about a 10-year run on cable TV.
Okay.
Fans of this show were called Misties. What was the show? Wow, you are way off. You were like 20 years off. Faith, you are 10 years off. 15 years off. So it ran until 90. It ran from 89 to 99. And the fans of the show were called Misties.
Misties.
Yes, they're called Misties.
All
right, I'm getting like the TV guide from chat over here. They're going through.
All right, I'm just gonna make a bad guess. I'm gonna say it was said from 89 to 99.
Yeah, it went off the air in 1999. 10-year run. A lot of dedicated fans, like I said, they're Misties. They're no, everybody's tough.
It was
Nobody's got you.
The original. No, because that went longer than that. It was.
Are you sure?
Hawaii 5-0. That's not right. Oh.
Holy cow. Well, I guess they did have a newer Hawaii 5-0, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, do I really say Jim?
Yes.
I did like Jim.
The Misfits were better. I like the Misfits a lot more. My kind of gals.
The mist people. That's my favorite thing. Whenever I finally come up with the wrong answer, I can then look at chat.
All right, so you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, of course it was. MST3K.
Or MST3K,
Yeah.
as the Misties would call it, as apparently you're not. Yeah, I think they've had. So I think you can catch like a newer version of it on the internet.
Yeah.
Somebody's got it.
They had some stuff with Critical
Around
Role years
89 to
ago.
90. Yes. That was a new one.
A bunch of the Critical Role cast was on there for like a special.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So, Kelsey Grammer played the character Fraser Crane for 20 years. Excuse me. I don't know what you're talking about. Which one?
Yeah, Normalist's dead. Spoilers, I guess.
All right. All right. So, okay. Not counting his new series, Frasier.
Okay.
Released on, I think, maybe Hulu or something like that. He has played Fraser Crane on 3 different sitcoms. 3 other different sitcoms, not counting the new ones.
Okay.
Can you name all 3?
Definitely not, but I can sure try. Not counting his new Frasier, right?
Not counting the newest one, yes.
Okay, well, he showed up on Seinfeld. I think. He was on The Simpsons.
Okay, that one doesn't count.
That one doesn't count. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So you mentioned his show, Frasier. Yeah.
He was on Cheers.
Okay, that's 2.
And then he had a cameo in Seinfeld, right? I'm going to go with Seinfeld for my third one.
It's Wings.
Oh.
He had a guest arc on Wings.
That was it.
I remember that's playing Fraser Crane.
Yeah.
Not playing Kelsey Grammer. I liked Wings too. It's an older show. Not too old.
I don't know why I thought it
old.
was Seinfeld in my head. That look, we have specified at this point that my brain will take any 2 things and just go.
Okay.
That's what happens with Gundam and the mangas. The mangas are so good, man. I wish the shows were as good as the mangas.
Fair enough. All right. Woo!
Come on, Trey.
The merry-go-round broke down is the theme song of a long-running cartoon series that is arguably still popular today. Name that tune.
Merry-go-round broke down?
Yeah, the merry-go-round broke down. Nope. Welcome back, Will.
Oh, no. It's not.
Nope.
Whatever I was about to say was wrong, and I felt it.
Oh, sure? Okay, because I'm just...
Yeah, because
all right, you're getting warm.
There's no way it's Thomas the Train.
No. Could we stick to like an actual animation?
Yeah. Let's go with Tom and Jerry.
Good guess. Not quite. Wrong studio.
Okay.
It's Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes. You see, my brain was doing that dun 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 dun, and for some reason,
yeah, and that was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Okay. So, in 1989, Edith Four became a celebrity simply on the basis of her appearance on a TV commercial. What was her catchphrase? One line made her famous.
I don't even know who that is.
Good guess. But no, that was a little bit before that.
Was the line that made her famous?
Yes. She's known. And anybody who's seen her act has only heard one line and one line only from her. She got famous for. No. But both of those are good guesses, Faith.
I'm trying to think of what like big popular lines in commercials.
Okay.
Why did we switch places again? Why does that keep happening? Let me fix it.
Liquor? Yes. I like that one too. Quite the insult.
I'm gonna go with I can't believe it's not butter.
No. If the question was about Fabio, that answer might be correct. The answer is help. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Of course. Yep. That makes sense. Where's the beef?
It's the old biddy. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Help. I'm falling and I can't get up. All right. So which TV funny man had his hair cut as per President Obama's direct order while entertaining in Iraq? Funny man, late night host.
I want it to be Carrot Top. So bad.
Try to give you a hint. Late night host.
Yeah. What's his name? He did the Red Nose stuff with Critical Role because he also does comedy. What is his name? It's not correct, but I'm gonna say Rod Stewart.
Nope. I don't know why. Whew, okay. No, it was Stephen Colbert.
That's who I was thinking of. Oh, I couldn't remember his name.
The order, sure. Order was carried out by 4-star General Ray Odierno.
Rod Stewart is also a talk show host and comedian in the UK.
Rod Stewart's a singer.
Also, it's a different guy.
From the UK.
There's also a talk show. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. You say so. I don't know. Let's say Justin Long and John Hodgman played which friendly competitors in a popular series of high-tech ads?
Okay, can you give me that one more time?
So Justin Long and John Hodgman, they played some friendly competitors. Like they played two different companies in these high-tech ads that were competitors.
Oh, it was the I'm an Apple, I'm a PC commercials?
Yes, the Mac and PC.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it.
Not gonna come back, but at least I'm not falling off the board completely.
Right. Fair enough. Okay, so when this cable network found that it could not trademark its very well-known name, it changed the spelling to a new word that was pronounced the same. Who was that?
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi is correct. Right on. 4 correct answers.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, 4 out of 10. You doubled your average, sir. Excellent job.
Thank you. In any other situation, I would be upset if somebody told me excellent for getting a 4 out of 10, but
yeah,
I appreciate it. With my normal score?
Yeah, I know, but they couldn't trademark it.
Yeah.
And they they had to change it because they wanted to make money off the name, or be able to make money off the name, and nobody else could have it.
Before we move into Gundam, I'm going to go ahead and run the ad.
Okay.
That way we don't get interrupted in the middle of Gundam talk.
Fair enough.
I know you have so much you want to say about Gundam.
Yeah, really.
I would hope there would be an ad because I ran one on purpose.
Right. Yeah. Well, good that we know.
Yeah, for sure. For
You
sure.
never tell.
And it should be up.
Yeah, it has gone down. The Sci-Fi Channel. It was just a little bit late. Yeah, okay.
But at least it's working.
All right.
Sort of. So, you're paused partway through? Okay. Did not mean to interrupt you there.
That's all right.
We have 5 episodes of Gundam Seed to talk about here. Episodes 6 through 10, and they're not very good.
No. It started out okay. 1 through 5 was okay as a setup. 6 through 10 was like, we forgot how to tell, or we never learned how to tell a story. And I was like, it feels like that bad to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I can exactly say. Fair enough. And okay, weird.
Interesting.
I don't know. There's not much more to say. I mean, there was some scenes, like where girls' fathers in the other ship.
Yeah.
And they end up pulling her and kind of using her hostage and everything. That whole like process kind of seemed out of the blue a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we have a setup. I guess we have a setup as far as that there is a war going. These are opposite sides. But I feel dumber for having watched episode 6 through 10. And it bothers me, and I don't know if it bothers if it's just me or anybody else, but look, it's like in this, when they need the military to act like, the hardcore, I'm gonna be a jerk.
Yeah.
This is a military operation. You do that, they would push it. But when other things happen, they don't react like a military would react.
No, they don't. They don't.
If you have the leader's daughter that you came by completely by accident, that's huge. That's a big change in the scenery. You need to stop some things and start having a conversation, especially if everybody wants to have a ceasefire.
Yeah.
It's like a real dumb thing the way they use her. And it really makes it just kind of lost me on like what they were trying to set up and where they're going.
I think I
don't have any high hopes for it going on, really.
Yeah. I think part of what makes it really rough is Nataro Badgerol is treated like a villain for using Lacus as a hostage, when if they'd done that 10 minutes before, 5 ships worth of people would still be alive. Like,
well, all they had to do was reach out when they got her on the ship.
Yeah.
The radio works.
Yeah.
Call your leaders first. You're not going to believe this crap. We just rescued the daughter of leader of the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
I also think that the fact that we're 10 episodes in and they still haven't fully explained what a coordinator is a mistake. The fact that we made it 7 episodes in before they explained what happened with Junia 7, and then made it seem like Zaft was 100% in the right and was doing nothing wrong. Was like, all right, you want me to root against these people? You should maybe give me reasons.
Might help.
But
and then Everybody's depressed. Kira's depressed.
Mm-hmm.
It is just basically a cyber new type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, coordinator's just cyber new type. I don't like the coordinator comes from another sci-fi universe, and I'm not saying they co-opted their name or anything like that, but it hit my ear like he's a coordinator, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
but
that means something.
Yeah, after the mono eye suits. Okay.
Yeah,
can't be a good guy with one eye. Just ask the Cyclops.
Right. No, it's not great. And at the end, when Kira's like, "This isn't right. We need to give her back," and then Athrun takes her, and Rao immediately is like, "All right, well now we can kill him." And Kira's like, "What?" It's like,
yeah.
You just yes. Rao the Crusade continues to be the only smart person in that universe.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's got weak, and so I feel like there's a couple of characters in there I really like. The lieutenant, short-haired lieutenant.
Nataro?
Is that Nataro? Okay, thank you. That she seems to have some kind of she seems to have a head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
If anybody's like looking in trying to catch the bigger, I'm sure it is. None of them yet.
That's coming, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. What they teased it in the intro.
That's actually supposed to be Ramius, the lady that's in charge of the ship. But it's they don't do a very good job of showing that that's who that's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. They wasn't looking at her face. And they've got the best friends fighting again, right?
Yeah. Athrun versus Kira.
That apparently has no real basis of the story other than they like went to school together and one of them gave the other ones a bird.
Yeah. But Athrun makes little mini baby Haros, so there's that, and they curse like sailors, so go buy one today at the store. Oh, you can't. They stopped making them because no one was buying them.
Yeah. Nobody's. Yeah, we need a Haro. I don't know that it's just not good, and it's gotten it really disappoints me. I think if I don't know for sure, because I try not to give myself any spoilers, right? But as we speak Gundam around stuff, it gives me stuff.
Yeah.
Through that, so. If there's like 20 different Universal Century Gundams and pilots.
Yeah.
3 different shows, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I feel we're so far off from what the original was trying to do. Or what the original idea was.
Yeah.
You're so mental age, yes. Yes. It burrows its way in. There is no cure. Yes.
No, I agree. It's not what it was originally by far.
Yeah, and it's kind of I don't know, going through that. Maybe if anything, right now, just kind of hoping it kind of just kind of like levels out, and maybe they kind of stick the story a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll just have to see. Like some of these names. I appreciate you put them down on here so I can remember them.
Yeah, they're interesting for sure. Flay's dad is named, but I did not want to look up his name. It's really dumb. It's like Ronald Keller, like 4 first names all put together, and I was like, no.
Somebody named Ronald Keller like catches this later on and just starts crying at this. No, stupid name.
There's 2 other names in there. Don't worry. You're all right, Ronald. It's not Ronald McDonald. That'd be better.
Right? Ronald McDonald.
Then I would be with Flay. Yeah.
If they had killed Ronald McDonald.
Like, Kira, why didn't you save him?
Right? No, I'd have been like, yeah. That would have been, if they just had that name, the show would have been better.
Yeah.
I've been like, yep, killed that clown.
There's a character coming
just,
in 00 called Fats Goodman.
Okay.
Makes
Fats
you show
Domino was
better.
an awesome museum.
Yeah.
Minnesota Fats was a great pool player.
Wick Donald is no more. That's true.
Well,
He's not
Fats
fat.
Domino and Minnesota Fats were chubby. Maybe that'll make up for it. And then there's just straight up Chubby Checker.
Yeah.
And he was chubby. He was. It was cool.
All right. Well, you ready to move on from Gundam for now then?
Yeah. I don't have much to say. I don't think this is the. This is not the worst one. But it's definitely not top of the list.
Yeah.
I'll just put it that way. Yeah.
Victory is always in my rearview mirror. Let's get into weeks then. How's your week been, sir?
I guess it's been all right. Dealing with a little bit of health stuff. I got 2 medicines I got to get refilled, and I can't refill them until I see my doctor, and I don't go see my doctor Thursday.
Yeah.
Suffer till you come see me. Give me money, and I'll tell you what medicines you can take.
Pretty much.
He's probably not that. That's not what he's thinking. But
I think Seed's better than that, but
that's saying something, because as far as I understood, you really don't like SD Gundams, like
right.
the design. So yeah. All right.
Seed still has Rowler Crusade and Mulaflaga. I think it's better than that, but
okay. I don't know. I got the visual artist thing. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised me. We got to play Lotro. That's always a blast going through Rohan.
Yeah.
Get to go. Finally saw the king. And touched on a well-known scene.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Fair enough. The I don't know. Really not much. I played some more Don't Starve together with my love.
Yeah.
Yeah. The world we're in is kind of interesting. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite world we've done, but it's not as bad as a couple others. So I don't think it's gonna go. We've got one world. Well, I don't want to sit and watch that with Trey. Very
fair.
Not saying I wouldn't watch it. I'm just saying I don't want to watch it with another dude.
Absolutely fair.
Right.
No,
It
would still be awkward.
Even that. That's just, there's some things I guess technically there'd be nothing wrong with, but they just don't feel right to me.
Yep. And
that would be one of them. Another one would be like, I don't know if I could explain it, Dark. I don't. It's like, look, technically, there is nothing wrong with eating a hot dog naked. I would not feel right doing that.
Yeah.
I can't explain it.
Yeah.
I don't have a good thing. I would feel very awkward doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have no idea what the crap I was talking about. Anyway.
You're talking about the world that Don't Starve.
Yeah, Don't Starve. We have one world that's over like 1,000 days. And like that one's it. So we're just over day 100. I don't know how long this world would last. We may maybe restarting another one before it's said and done. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do that. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened this week. It's worth mentioning. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Was it Lotro? The artist thing that was kind of cool. Finding out I had $11 in the little thing. It was really nice. Right. All right, look. I'm not trusting you, Dark, to pick out the next bake show. I don't want anything that sugary sweet. That's not what I was expecting from you.
You nearly gave him diabetes.
That was so sappy. So sappy. Not saying it was bad. Charlie Theron, yeah, I watched that. That was good. Taking on you. Picking on you. All right. No, that's about. So how's your week been, sir?
It's been pretty good. I'm gonna try and make it concise because I did a bunch of little things. In Lotro, I have now completed every quest in the Norcrofts and every quest in the Entwash Vale.
You did.
I have some of the Sutcrofts still to go, Fangorn still to go, and the Wildemore still to go. And then I'll have the entirety of East Rohan done. Feels great. I still have some hit bold stuff to do, but
Okay. There's still a lot of questing getting done.
yeah. But loving it so far, and I've been recording a bunch of it so I can do a big breakdown video when I'm done. But really, really love that. We're going to talk about GB4, Will. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming.
I have no idea what this is.
Outlaw Star.
Yeah. So this was found. This was found at at a place called Bin Drop.
Yeah.
It's got all the discs in it. We haven't watched it yet. I don't know what it is. It says Galactic Ley Line or Bust on the back. And the mention of a ley line is kind of interesting to me, especially a Galactic Ley Line.
I adore Outlaw Star.
Oh, crap. That's two of y'all. Okay.
I have the dumbest trivia fact to give you about Outlaw Star. Do you remember I told you Gundam Seed was written by one guy, but he let his wife do a lot of the writing?
Right.
He actually wrote Outlaw Star. The same guy that wrote Gundam Seed, the same guy that wrote Gundam Seed, wrote Outlaw Star. But instead of letting his wife do all the dialogue, he did all the dialogue. And it's really well put together because it's not two people not talking to each other putting a story together.
I know it's the same studio. It's a Cowboy Bebop, same studio.
Mm-hmm.
Did that, and there were a couple people that crossed over. Not any big names or anything, right? But crossed over doing the animation and stuff. So, okay, all right. It's not exactly Mecha, but yes. So yeah, I've got that. I got the Blu-ray DVD combo pack, all the discs.
Oh, Remos is so good. So good.
Okay, see, when it comes to certain things, I trust y'all, and from a little bit, not I don't trust Trey when it comes to Gundam stuff, but on other stuff.
I'm clearly too biased to Gundam at this point.
Yeah.
It's important to acknowledge our own biases.
All right. So that sounds like a good thing. I want to see that. All right. I haven't watched it yet, so Outlaw Star at some point we're gonna come across.
I also have that same box set on the shelf over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Gunsword is also very, very good. But yeah, been doing that in Lotro.
Mm-hmm.
Remos, that's fair. Still been playing 14. I've been trying to get everything ready there, getting all my classes leveled up. Island Sanctuary is almost to rank 10. It's taken forever. It feels like it's kind of like Hitbold in that you slowly rebuild this island,
Highbolt, yes.
And Highbolt, thank you. But it's really weird in that way. But I like it, I like it. And speaking of rebuilding islands, I've still been playing Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
Okay.
I'm into the Dondoko Island side content.
Okay.
Which is where you find this, I guess, light spoilers, but it is a side content where you find a broken down island and you try to build it back up. And I haven't left it. I've just stayed there. I haven't gone back to the story. I haven't gone back to the combat. I'm just trying to help this island. Because they got me. They hooked me. I want to help these people.
Yeah.
And so it's really tedious. So I do 5 days of it and then go play something else, right?
Okay.
But eventually I'll get it all the way through and, then I can go back to the actual story and everything. But I want to help these people. They sold me on these characters.
Maybe stuff you can do there to personalize the island as you help them?
Yes, it is. So you know how I told you Infinite Wealth had a Pokemon kind of aspect to it with the Sujimon stuff?
Okay.
Oh, Build Fighter's going to be great. Yeah, Runger's going to love that because even though the story is kind of like high school slice of life style. Like everything about it is so chilled. The combat's so good because they don't have to worry about characters dying. It's great. Anyway, I told you about Sujimon, right? Infinite Wealth's Dondoko Island is Animal Crossing. And so you run around, you do pick up stuff, you craft stuff, and then you can decorate the island however you want. I have turned it into a commercial resort where you walk in and there are walls of buildings everywhere and the beauty of the island is gone, but I am making buku bucks right now.
Excellent.
So, yeah, there's a arcade game that lets you do that right now in a couple different arcades. I wish we had that over here so bad.
Oh, that would be that would be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of cool. Well, I'm not sure. IW
Infinite Wealth.
Infinite Wealth. Okay,
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Infinite Wealth. Gotcha.
I make so much money on that island, and then that money can be turned back into real money to put back on in the main game. So I'm gonna go back to the main game and be rich, and it's gonna be great. But I've also been playing a lot of Helldivers.
Yeah. I know you're excited about the game. You won't shut up about it.
It's so good. I got a Mortar Sentry, and I got a shotgun that has like armor piercing on it. And so now when the big stuff comes at me, I just poof, 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 that is true.
Heck yeah.
And
sounds good, feels good.
Yeah. However, as Remas has mentioned, I mentioned this yesterday on the stream, but it's getting really hard to complete any of the challenges because people are just grinding out the eradicate missions so that they can level really quickly, and then they level to nothing, right? Once you hit max level, you don't get anything more from it. You don't unlock any more aspects once you hit max level. There's no point in XP then, and your money is just used to buy more stratagems you can call in. So there's no point in rushing to level, right? But people gotta do what people do. And so, unfortunately, we got into some rough groups earlier today, and people bombing each other when you don't do what they want you to do, or just abandoning the mission partway through. It's not a good time on the Android side of things, but if you go kill bugs, it's great.
Okay.
So you're abandoning that front, but at least you're having fun.
Right.
And then the last thing I wanted to mention for my week, I watched Brave Bang Bravern.
Okay.
The first 7 episodes of the brand new Super Robot show, Brave Bang Bravern. And it is made in the style of... Nice, Remas. It is made in the style of the old Super Robot shows, right? So it still does all of the trumpets coming in during the music, and it has the main mech shouting in the middle of the OP, and it calls out all the attack names, and it's really good in that regard, right?
Yeah.
It also is telling a kind of grounded story in a weird way about the soldiers. I'll give you the brief here for it, the brief synopsis. Hawaiian soldiers, along with paramilitary operations from every military in the world, basically, come together for like a big show of force and also a big unity project where they're testing all of their mechs against each other, right? And it's a big trade show, and it's like a lot of different militaries are there. And then they get attacked by aliens. The whole world gets attacked by aliens. And in the middle of it, this giant alien mech shows up named Bravern. And he fights them off, and it's their journey around the globe trying to stop this alien menace. It's also incredibly homoerotic. In a way that I didn't expect going into it, right?
Okay.
The ED for the show has both of the two main male leads take their shirts off and sing in the rain together.
Oh, I don't know. Homoerotic and ED in the same sentence, kind of funny.
And I was like, you know what? Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Sure. And it's actually really good. It's really, really fun. There's some plot threads that I don't think super work out great. Like in the first couple episodes, the main pilot that teams up with Brave Ern has like this arc of really responsibility's too much. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to try and make friends with anybody. And then he gets like one conversation and he's just over it completely. It's like, look, I get it. The show's got to keep moving, but like, why have that even in there then? You know, just.
Yeah.
But
It was in the script, man. I don't know.
I guess so. But it is very, very good so far. Definitely looking forward to more episodes. It feels like whenever somebody would say, well, you know, like Mazinger Z or Get a Robo, that wouldn't work today. That's what Brave Ern is. It is those shows today, and it still works just as well as it did before, because it wasn't like, hey, the 80s were when people wanted cool super robots. It's like, no, sometimes you just want to watch a giant robot wreck face. That's all you need. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I like it a lot. It's very, very good. Oh, he definitely has a flaw. That's not his flaw. I don't understand why that was in there. Isami's flaw is that pretty sure he's got feelings for the other dude and he doesn't know how to tell him, and it really eats at him all the time. But, you know, he really just needs to go ahead and let him know how he feels. And for anybody who's like, oh, well, that's just, you know, undercurrent. No, it's outright stated at one point. It's not undercurrent anymore. It's a good show. I've recommended it. It's pretty great. That's pretty much it for my week.
All right. Very nice.
Let's move into reviews.
Excellent.
First, I have to scrub the wall from all these names that got on there last week. Full. We're starting off with Shirin the Wanderer, the Mystery Dungeon of Serpent Coil Island.
This is way too long of a name.
So, Shirin the Wanderer is a long series in Japan. We did not get most of them.
Okay.
They are dungeon crawlers, but very recently, within the last couple games, we started getting them more commonly. Every once in a while, one would come through over the years, you know. But it is a roguelike dungeon crawler now. That's what it's advanced into.
Okay. I'm gonna go 76.
Okay.
The name's too long.
That's fair. The score is 83. Faith was almost there.
Oh, all right.
So, Six Axis says Shirin the Wanderer, the Mystery of Serpent Coil Island, is the gold standard for Mystery Dungeon games. Every system, item, and mechanic come together in an endlessly dynamic way, reaching levels of emergent and exciting gameplay that I've never experienced in the world of roguelikes. This one I don't think has anything to do with cards, Remas. This
Never
is
experienced anything like it, huh?
if you've ever played like Digimon World 2 or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, think that style, right? Every time you go into the dungeon, it's different. And then you come back with different upgrades.
Diablo.
Yeah, sort of, right?
Every time you go to the dungeon, it's different.
Way Too Many Games, wonderful name for an outlet, by the way, says, I agree, Faith, I saw it the first time. Thank you. You're right. I should have mentioned it. Way Too Many Games says Shirin the Wanderer, the Mystery Dungeon of Serpent Coil Island, certainly succeeds at providing just enough clues of what's possible, or what's possibly at the other end of the wall to make the arduous journey to climb it one that you'd want to partake in. It's a sort of game where your investment won't necessarily equal a tangible result, no matter how much to kick and scream at it. Instead, it's something that feeds our curiosity, and in that, there's something to be said about having this be your entryway into this, one of gaming's obscure and at the same time most influential of series.
Okay. Wow. That wasn't badly written at all, actually.
Right.
81.
Okay. While I push the button here, Faith, isn't it that you need 2 where you get within 1, or is it 3? I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. I realize now that I say that, you could just tell me whichever number and I wouldn't know, but... The score is... 88%. That's very true, Remus. That's very true. It's 3? Okay. Thank you, Remus.
Fair enough.
So, Dark is 3. Okay.
Okay.
While we figure this out. Yeah, we've only got one more. While we figure this out, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The second part of the 7 remakes.
Yes. Second part.
This has a bajillion trying to get on the backs of the box reviews, by the way.
I bet it does. 84 is what I'm going with. I'm going to go 84. Okay. Yeah.
Faith, let's say 2. But you have to get within 1 twice. Just because it'll make Dark mad that Dark has to do 3 instead of 2.
Yeah, but Dark's got 1 to 3 on either side.
Yeah.
So.
It evens out.
Yeah, it evens out. That's probably not a bad guess.
The score is 93.
Dang. All right, whatever.
So after going through like a bunch of back of the box, you know?
Yeah. You got a couple ones to read towards that are actually decent.
Yeah, a couple that I think are pretty good here. And I think this is one of those where we should probably give you like 3.
Okay.
Because this is a game that otherwise is probably going to get overshadowed by the hype, right?
Yeah.
So let me read you. All right, let me read you first ZTGD, who says, "There's so much more I want to say, but I don't want to ruin any part of this experience. Being such a huge fan of the original game, I could not be happier with how this sequel turned out. After being lukewarm on the first entry, this one squashes all my concerns and doubts about this remake. I do wish it wasn't going to take over a decade to see it all, but the sequel gives me confidence on the finale. I cannot recommend it enough, but mute all keywords on Twitter, experience this for yourself, and enjoy what is easily an early contender for the best game of 2024.
Okay.
Hey Poor Player says, "It's not often we see a Game of the Year contender so early in the year, but here we are. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is an unforgettable follow-up to one of the finest remakes ever produced. Definitely building upon the rock-solid foundation of its predecessor, it evolves the combat and progression systems in subtle yet exciting ways while setting you loose in a massive world that you'll want to explore to the fullest. With countless activities to keep you busy and a gripping story that will leave both Final Fantasy VII veterans and newcomers alike on the edge of their seats, Rebirth is an unmissable adventure. If you only buy one RPG this year, make it this one."
Okay. I'm not going to buy it if it's not a complete game, okay?
I don't blame you. I am. But
Well, I'm not.
Hardcore Gamer says, "Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a big step in the right direction that's unfortunately held back by graphical anomalies and open world tropes. It's an emotional roller coaster ride that's heavily backloaded. It'll pull on your heartstrings and make you invested in each character more than ever before. It helps that all the memorable moments from the original are not only retained, but strengthened thanks to the graphical prowess of the PlayStation 5. Combat," that's also on Steam, just to clarify. "Combat also remains highly engaging with slight modifications that only enhance the experience further. Unfortunately, Rebirth is also marred with baffling design choices that stifle its greatness. It's filled with mini-games that thankfully are mostly in side quests, as their controls and function leave much to be desired. At the very least, they will keep you interested as it never gets stale. On top of that, while most of the graphics will have you impressed, low-resolution textures and geometry are spliced in the most confusing of ways, only pulling you out of the immersion. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has its share of issues that prevent it from greatness, but whether you're a die-hard fan or relatively new to the saga, this remains an RPG for the ages. Couple quick things before you give your score. It's not coming to Steam right away, but it is coming to Steam after release. So there will be some fanboyism, I'm sure, in the scores. And this one has about 30 10 out of 10s out of an entirety of 99 reviews.
Well, I wrote down. I'm going to say 96 is what I went with.
Okay.
I figured they're gonna 95, 96, somewhere in the 90s. The score's gonna be. It wouldn't look good.
The score is 100%.
No. Not a game in history that deserves 100.
Well, then, remember,
go.
This is just the recommended.
Sure.
That all of them recommended it. I still think, like,
maybe
somebody should have said, we'll wait until the full thing comes out, but.
Yeah. Something along the lines. I don't know. All right, mate. Not surprising. Not surprised at all.
I feel like, too, it's unfortunate because it has been overhyped, right? So even when it's good, people are going to go, well, of course it's good. It's Final Fantasy VII. It's like, well, right now it's not as good as the original 7 because it's not finished. But.
Yeah.
I really liked Remake. I'm hoping Rebirth is as good as everybody makes it out to be, but it does get overhyped whenever that kind of thing happens.
Right. Oh, we shall see.
Now that we're talking about overhyping, let's go ahead and overhype Gundam Breaker 4 because it's coming out this year and it's going to be the best game ever made. And just get yourself overhyped.
Yeah, they won't let y'all down in any shape, form, or fashion. I am sure.
Yeah, they never have, right?
Right. There's a long lines of Gundam games.
Yeah.
So.
A very, very short line of good Gundam games.
I've been waiting for this.
I didn't clarify. I'm not qualified.
Oh, so this was part of the Nintendo Partner Showcase, which is really interesting because it is getting a Switch release and kind of worried me a little bit, right? Because I want it to be graphically super great as well because I want to see it super crisp with all the funnels. And I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be held back by the Switch release. But look, if Nintendo put in money to help it get here worldwide, I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. Key Lightning, that's very true. They also showed off, because I don't just want to mention Gundam Breaker 4, but it is, worldwide release this year. Already wishlistable on Steam and everything. So, if you want them to know that we want more Gundam games, you can wishlist it on PlayStation, Steam, or Switch. You don't even have to pre-order it. You can just wishlist it, even if you never plan on picking it up. That lets them know that people want those games. But
so please cast your vote today.
Right. They also did show off a couple other games that I'm pretty stoked for. Ender Magnolia, which is a sequel to Ender Lilies. Ender Lilies was an incredible Metroidvania.
Yeah.
And you played as a little girl that couldn't dodge very well, couldn't get away from enemies very well. You relied on the ghost that you summoned to support you. And so you had to really think about the way that you moved. When you normally kind of don't, right? Like you can dodge and stuff like that in most games. So it was really cool. And then Unicorn Overload, which I keep trying to call Unicorn Overlord, got a demo that is supposed to be like a 5-hour demo and transfers over to the main game. Wow. So if you're curious at all about that game, there you go.
That's kind of impressive.
That tells me that they have a lot of faith in their game.
Yeah, all it tells me it's probably a pretty long game if you get 5 hours of the demo that crowns it over for free.
Yeah.
Whew.
Pretty cool there, but those were the big announcements from the partner showcase, right?
Okay.
Following that, we had Elden Ring news. The Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC was shown off.
Okay.
And it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Okay.
It's coming June 21st, and it will be $40, which is a little high for a single DLC pack. But
well, hopefully it's as big as the game.
That's my hope, that it's a full expansion, right? No, you don't have to do that. Don't do that, Remas. You don't. No.
Some things are unnecessary.
But I'm stoked for Elden Ring DLC. At some point this year, I got to try and do a fresh playthrough so I can fight all that stuff not on New Game Plus for the first time. Because you can access it right after you beat the second major boss. You don't have to go all the way to the end of the game to be able to access it. So,
okay.
And they showed off a bunch of new weapons and stuff like that.
Well, I hadn't heard you talk about Elden Ring for a while. For a little while there, that was the game.
Yeah, love that game. But
so
after 4 playthroughs, I didn't have much more to say. So
fair enough. Fair enough. So DLC, and a little bit to it. I'm sure that's making a lot of people happy.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good.
Hopefully so. Talking about stuff coming out this year that I think people should probably check out. Hi-Fi Rush is coming to PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 5.
Catch up, Trey. Come on now. It's been a while.
I'm thinking about the old Gundam Breaker games. On March 18th, if you've never checked out that game and you didn't have a PC that could play it or you didn't have a Switch that could play it, I strongly think you should check it out. It's on Xbox, it's on Switch, now it's on PlayStation on March 18th, and very, very cool rhythm
personal game of the year, wasn't it?
It was right behind Armored Core for me.
Armored Core, yes. Yeah. Sorry. Shouldn't have forgot Armored Core. I apologize.
Come on, Trey. This was I know, Will, I know. This was Will 2 didn't work, huh? I wonder why. I need to look into that. But it is a rhythm game that is also like a character action game, right? It did? Okay. Cool. I must have missed it when I was talking. But absolutely great game. Absolutely worth it. Cool. And then we got some Pokemon announcements. The first one I think is really cool. The second one I think is really dumb. And I'm curious how you and Chad are going to feel about them.
Okay.
So we start off with Pokemon Legends ZA.
Okay.
Now, Pokemon Legends ZA is a brand new Pokemon Legends game. That's fair. In Kalos, which is Pokemon X and Y world.
Okay.
And it's going to be including Zygarde, and it's not going to be set in, like, the ancient past like Arceus was. It's going to be set in the present day.
Okay.
So that could be cool, getting to go by and see stuff that you already know about from those areas and find a Pokemon in there. If it plays the way that Legends Arceus did, it'd be pretty great. They didn't show any gameplay or anything.
Okay.
But they also... Yeah. And it hopefully won't suck. They did. They skipped the Gen 5 content, but... They also showed off the Pokemon TCG Pocket. Now, have you ever wanted to play the Pokemon trading card game on your phone?
No.
Okay, have you ever wanted to play a worse version of the Pokemon trading card game on your phone?
Let's start with the basic question.
You ever wanted to play Pokemon? So,
no, not really.
The thing that really sucks about this is people, they already have a Pokemon TCG player on the internet, They already made one of those.
Yeah.
And you can buy card packs and scan the card at the end of them to use those cards on their website, right?
Okay.
This won't use any of those.
Oh.
It also will have a streamlined version of the rules so that they call it Battle Light, It won't even be the actual rules of the trading card game. It's going to be a easier version of them and remove a bunch of mechanics. Because what they want you to do is to use it to collect digital versions of the trading cards.
Yeah.
It's NFTCG, but for Pokemon.
Yeah. Have fun with that.
They give you 2 free packs a day at least. But they put
something.
So much detail in that trailer on a dude opened a Charizard from his pack and was moving the card around and making it shimmer, and they put so much detail into that, and then had and you can play the game with streamlined rules. So they don't care about the combat in this at all. That's not the point of this. This is collect your cards.
Yes.
I'm
sure there'll be a pay to win, so.
Oh, yeah. So, that is the Pokemon TCG Pocket. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. If you're...
So it is.
Right? Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Dang, that's like $14. Sorry.
So, there was a lot of bad press around Magic the Gathering Arena the other day because it was revealed that one of the new cards they made for the Fallout stuff wouldn't work in Arena because the way that Arena reads the stack for effects going off doesn't work the same way as in real life because it's a simplified version of the stack.
Yeah.
And so people were like, well, why am I even playing this version? Why wouldn't I play it in real life? And all I could think was, yeah, I have the same question. Why are you playing that version? You don't get to keep the cards you pay money for. They're just on a screen. You can take any card in the world and just write what it is and proxy it to play just right there. Why are you paying for fake cards?
I don't know, dude. I only ever played the diabetes version of Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Type 1 and Type 2. After that, I didn't play again, so.
Yeah. I don't
Type 1 decks are now most of those are illegal in tournament play and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I don't blame you.
It's been a while.
But that's all we had for announcements. Just, giving you some good news and some taking advantage of people news, which is, that's Nintendo, right?
Yes.
I have some good news for you, though, before we go right back into bad news. Yeah, I mean,
True.
After 13 years, Secrets of Grindia is finally coming out.
I would be worried about just the name that alone. I don't mind grinding in video games, but I don't want that to be the video game.
Yeah.
And if you call it grinding, just saying.
13 years ago, it was a play on Secret of Mana, right?
Okay.
I actually, 13 years ago, bought into the early access on this game. Beat all the content when it first came out, right?
Okay.
Should not have.
Fair enough.
I was so excited by it at the time. It was not super grindy, but just grindy enough where it was like, hey, if you go fight this one boss 4 times, you'll get a good drop from him guaranteed. And then you can use that item to go fight other creatures, and you can build up and farm, and you can, level up your skills by using them, and Final Fantasy II style, and you level up your health just by leveling instead of taking damage, and that was great.
Okay, just for the record, if you tell me Final Fantasy II style, I'm not playing it.
That's fair. I don't blame you. That's why I specified you didn't have to grind out your HP by taking damage.
Yeah.
But
the skills and stuff is what I'm worried about.
Yeah. You have to use them all slowly over time. But after coming back twice, I came back the first time to check it out 2 years later, and it still wasn't out, and they added a bunch of cool stuff, but I couldn't use my first character. I had to make a new character again. And I came back the next time and couldn't use that character and had to make a new character again, and I just didn't play it. I have promptly forgotten about it since.
Well, somebody hasn't.
Right. It's finally coming out, and I will check it out. We will do a Friday stream on it at some point.
Okay.
Once it's fully out, because why not? I mean, I already own it. But I guarantee you, and I do not mean this as an insult to the dev at all. Look, I get it. It took you 13 years. You're doing your own thing. I could have put that $20 in the bank and had a lot more money right now.
Not only that, man, 13 years, we have gone through multiple systems upgrade. We had a couple of upgrades, on your basic system.
Yeah.
Your basic gaming system and your PC.
Yeah.
From the hardware and software.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a long time for a game to be in production.
Yeah.
For a company that's not called Bethesda.
It gets really weird, too, where, like, 4 years ago, the game was technically done, and all that the devs said needed to be finished was the final cutscene and the final boss fight. Okay. You could have bought an entire high grade with that money. Then 4 years passed. And I don't understand how a final boss... Again, I'm not the dev. I don't know what they had going on in their life. But that was, like, the last big update that I could find before, hey, the game's done,
Yeah.
And it feels like there probably should have been more updates in there. But either way, it's coming out now, and there's a weird part of me that's like, yeah, what if it's really good, right? Like, will I feel validated then, or will I just feel like this probably wasn't worth 13 years of anyone's life working on it? It's a long time.
Yeah. Look, I just said, hold on. So it's been 13 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to check something real quick.
Okay.
So was that 2011?
Yeah, it would have been 13 years ago, 2011.
2011. And you spent $20, is what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can do this here.
I'm about to feel really bad about myself, I bet.
Inflation's been so bad. Let's see if I can do this.
I'd have saved money. That's not how that works. I can't sell it for $20 now. I was working for a big tech company at the time.
Okay. Yeah, Trey, that's one way to put it. Okay, sure. Yes. Technically, I guess you're correct on that one.
Technically correct.
Technically correct. Can't say nothing. Not bad. So you spent $27.99.
I feel a lot better about that than I thought I would.
Yeah, $8 difference. So, yeah. But,
all right.
Wasn't so bad, but yeah, that's kind of silly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What was that Rimas said earlier? I could get a kebab and a drink for that.
Right?
I don't think they're going to give me a kebab for having waited for the game for 13 years. Because, to be fair, I wasn't waiting. I just forgot about it.
Right. Oh, yes. Yes. Ah, well.
You know what I haven't forgot about?
What's that?
The fact that the layoffs are still happening.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's happening everywhere, but, like, gaming is still getting hit really hard.
Entertainment in general is having quite a few different areas of entertainment, so to speak, is having trouble because you've got Hasbro having all kinds of fallout.
Yeah.
D&D being the least of their concerns. Well, it's not the least of their concerns. It's a big concern for them. But, you have that. Then a few different developers and companies sending people off. There's been layoffs at a couple of the big like movie studios.
Yeah.
Like Disney's laid off quite a few people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know, man. A lot of people are losing their jobs. And I don't know if I know entertainment has changed. The way we get and view things has changed, but it doesn't seem to have changed that much in the past, 10 years or so.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but yeah, a lot of stuff's not doing well.
And Marvel let a bunch of people go too, and then now we have Supermassive. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Disney.
I still try to separate the two in my mind, but you are correct.
Yeah. Yes, quite a bit going on, man. It's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
People having to losing their jobs and having to deal with all that.
Yeah. Supermassive let go 80 or 90, depending. They didn't release a number, but
They're not even. Do they? How many employees do they have? I didn't think.
Supermassive is the horror devs, right? And they've made a couple big horror games. But I was with you. I wouldn't have thought they had that many. But
yeah. Okay.
This is reports are saying this is close to 17% of their workforce. They have more people than I thought, but still, that's a huge number.
Yes, yeah, almost not quite. Almost 1/5 of your workforce you have to let go. That's rather rough.
And then just this morning, Sony put out a thing where they had mentioned earlier in the week there was some big changes coming to some of their back-end studios. 900 people got let off by Sony today.
By Sony, where?
So in the U.S., it's all over the world, but in the U.S., Insomniac Games, Naughty Dog, and the U.S. Sony technology, creative, and support teams all lost people.
Yeah.
In UK, it was PlayStation Studios. London Studios have been closed entirely.
Okay.
Gorilla and Firesprite have both been hit. And then the Tokyo office has people leaving. So, not great. They didn't say how many. They just said they had people leaving.
Yeah. It's different there, though.
Yeah.
It's like they're not. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, it's kind of strange. That's rough, man. And I don't know. We've got. I feel from stuff I look at, I think there's some big AI stuff that's coming around the corner. We're seeing the precursors of it now. That's going to call us out a lot more, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with the news, but I did think it was really funny. There was some stuff going around on AI that was like, yeah, look at how good this AI program is. And then you would have people responding to, like, quote tweeting it and being like, yeah, I put in this prompt right here and it gave me this. And then they would clip a scene from a movie. It had nothing to do with the program, Yeah. But yeah, people are greedy. They want to, you're absolutely right. They want to try and make as much money as they can. And the more people they cut off, the less people they have to pay.
Hey, yep. At any company, the first thing, no matter what their bottom line is, what's causing their problems, the first thing a company to do when it's losing money is fire people. Human resources are the easiest for them to get rid of.
Yeah. All right.
Not HR department, the actual human resource.
Right.
The workers. All right.
Well, hopefully, when we throw it over to your corner right now, we will either have a happy story that brings us back up or a story that just slam dunks us through the hoop.
Okay. I got a weird birthday for us today.
Okay.
Well, I found out it's Chelsea Clinton's birthday. I'm going to say happy birthday to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't want to upset the Clintons.
That's fair.
Because I know there's a very small chance of that, but I'm
happy
just
birthday.
Saying, happy birthday, Chelsea. I hope you have a good day.
I did see that, Raymond. Did you miss that one?
Yeah.
Some people put up AI images of Willy Wonka and pretended that they were actually like the Wonka brand, and it was just an empty garage so they could scam people.
Ugh. Nice. Okay. So, I was floundering around, looking for a story. I come across two, and since we got a little time, I may do both of them.
Yeah.
But the oh hush. I don't need a lawyer. I probably do, but I can't afford one. Okay, so trying to get this situated here.
Just pull a Mama Max and let ChatGPT be your lawyer.
I don't think so. I enjoy fiddling with ChatGPT.
Yeah, me too.
It's good, like sounding board or whatever. Like I can kind of have a conversation about weird stuff that nobody else would really want to talk to me about, you know. But the one of them being like the whole intricate meaning of what it means to be AI and all that.
Right.
That was quite a discussion. Which I'll point this out. I was having this discussion, and I was treating it like, so I was being very polite on any answer it gave me, and say thank you and all that and all that. And I input a joke. It was a joke for me. I didn't think the AI would catch it or anything, or was it a joke? But I was like, I'm being polite. Rocco's basilisk and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Better safe than sorry.
Right, better safe than sorry. But the message I got back from ChatGPT was, I don't believe in Rocco's basilisk. And I was like, all right, look, believe's a really strange word for you to use.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not like AI doesn't have the capacity to just kind of believe something.
Yeah.
It is or it isn't,
Yeah.
Anyway, it was an odd thing. And I pointed it out. Yeah, I was like, oh yes. Well, that was. So what I mean is,
right.
I don't mean any confusion, blah blah blah. So it was weird. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with our northern neighbors, the Canadians up there, but there was a pool in Ontario that was forced to close temporarily. Apparently, this has never happened before. People are very upset with it. Now, this place is it's the Volmere Center. There's a pool, and it's been open since 2008.
Okay.
And well, this is what happened. So, some people were sitting enjoying the pool, which has got a hot tub near it. When a loud crash came through the north glass window as a deer crashed through it. Apparently trying to get to the hot tub. It was closest to the hot tub. There is a video of the deer you can find on that was shown on Facebook that shows the deer leaping over railing into the pool and going for a swim before leaving. They got it. They kicked the deer out basically. Apparently, it caused some problems. There were several hours of vacuuming.
Oh boy!
Oh no!
There's an ad
in the story. I didn't see that. Sorry.
It's weird. It was telling me it was still counting down to an ad.
Oh my gosh!
I don't trust it anymore. Anyway.
Now they do believe the administration did say they believe that it is now safe for patrons to be allowed back in the pool for normal operation and programming.
Never
that
going
began
back.
At 4:30 today.
Never going back.
Got to open back up. Do that, and yes, the deer broke in through a hat. Nobody got hurt through there, but apparently, for some of the Canadians there, it was traumatic. They were trying to relax. And look, let's see.
I don't mess with deer.
Here, let's see if I can get this over to you. I wasn't. Let's see. Let me copy this image and see if I can put it here and get it over to you, because this is nice. Yes, yeah. So this is not like a hotel pool or anything like that. This is a nice area,
right?
This is a super nice thing.
Oh yeah, we get this up on stream.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful area. They got ruined by a deer smashing through the glass. Take
a look at that, chat. That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's a very nice pool. Very nice pool. Do that. through there. Wouldn't mind going there. Hopefully it's heated. But after the traumatic event, they're okay. I don't know what they did to the deer. Maybe the deer just wanted to swim. Maybe they refused its membership. I don't know. The only lasting casualty from this particular deer is apparently the hot tub can still not be used. So I don't know what the deer did to it. They're not talking about it, but apparently you cannot use a hot tub. So if you're planning to go, you won't get to use it.
Don't play around with deer. If that deer went in once, it's going back again. I'm not going back.
It went in, had it swim. They had to kick it out. You know, I don't know. He said we've reported many times about the uprising of the animals. Just further and further proof evidence
Coming to claim our hot tubs.
Yes, and we can't have that. Stand against them. All right. So here's the other story. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if I said the Rose Bowl, to a lot of people here in the States, that would be, it's the college football bowl game. Sometimes it's the national championship.
Okay.
It's the Rose Bowl right there. Well, it means something else in Scotland. Now, if I tell you, so there's a thing called the Cabrac Picnic and Games.
Okay.
That was a thing in Scotland. That should stop it. Absolutely. Put up a no deer allowed sign, and that should get it taken care of. Surely they will understand. The Cabrac Picnic Games. Now, this was a game in Scotland, games that ran in Scotland annually from 1877 to 1935.
Okay.
And there was this traditional trophy. So I can get you another good pick here. Second to go. Yes. Okay. Okay, I can get that.
Oh.
So this is the Rose Bowl. Okay. Now here's the thing. They revived the Cabrac Picnic and Games
Right.
in 2022. They brought them back, but they did not have this trophy. And so they made a kind of like a public appeal, right?
Right.
Hey, we got the internet to help us find stuff. Let's put it out. And it was actually tracked down. They got it because this trophy's been missing for 90 years. And this is the Rose Bowl silverware that was traditionally awarded to the top performing athlete at these games. Like I said, it ran from 1877 1937 to 1935, revised in 2022. They found it 585 miles away in Axminster, Devon. I actually lived in Devon for a while. Little. Yes. So so this guy, this man who lives in Devon, named Adrian Taylor, he found it. He found the Rose Bowl in his house as he was clearing out. And he happened. He had the trophy. Now he's an older guy. He doesn't social media. So he had the trophy, found it out, thought it was cool, went online trying to find some more stuff about it. Just thought it was rather interesting. And he Googled it to find out more about it, and he found out that, the Scotland was seeking its safe return.
Right.
Right? So apparently, this guy who's 73, okay, the guy who found it is 73. His grandfather, Charles Taylor, was the last winner of the Rose Bowl.
That's cool.
He was described as a brilliant athlete, a fine musician, being very talented on the bagpipes. And so he gave the bowl back. He gave the bowl back, so the Rose Bowl back. And he said, it's nice to have the silverware in the family for the past few decades, but it is fitting that that with the return of the games 2 years ago, it needs to go home.
Yeah.
And so he sent it home. Now, it wasn't always the trophy that you would get. It was only the last few years because it was donated to the community by a man named John Harper in 1926.
Okay.
Who lived in Cabrak and was actually a high-ranking official in the Hong Kong police force.
Oh.
We sent it over, yeah. So Charles Taylor, the guy that won it last, he'd actually won it the first year. Won it when they got it in 26. Lost it in 1927, and then won it again for the next years as it was those next few years.
Right.
He was the winner of the last few games.
Very nice.
But they got in touch with him. He sent the Rose Bowl back, and from the chief executive of the Cabrak Trust, Jonathan Christie, that's his name. Talk about without right? Should have kept it. I said he couldn't believe it. They're wondering about it and everything, and couldn't believe it when he got the phone call. He answered the phone, and he was talking to Adrian Taylor, and he's like, "Hey, got your Rose Bowl. We're beyond delighted to have it back. This is a cultural legacy."
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cool thing. He didn't expect reward or anything. It was like a big thank you. He just sent it back, and it happened to mention a town I lived in. I lived in Devon for a while, so I thought that was pretty cool. So once again, one country was missing some of its heritage, and England just happened to have it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Handing out more Independence Days. Anyway.
Well, we do have your assignment still to go.
Okay.
And tonight we have the games on screen. And the poll is going up now. As usual, chat, please do not say the name of the games in the chat. Also, I should mention, you have beaten one ending of the Forgotten City.
Yeah. It says officially in the game that there's 4 different endings, so if you want to go back through it, good game.
We will see what people see.
See.
We shall see. I do think it's really funny that he was like, "Man, this thing is cool. I need to look up where it comes from." And then was like, "Oh, there are people looking for this thing. I should probably bring it back."
Yeah. Hey, it has a home.
How fortuitous.
Send it to it. Yeah.
Can you change your vote? Sure, if you want to change your vote.
Sure. Until he calls it.
Yeah, just tell me 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Okay.
Okay. There we go.
So right now, 2 is leading.
All right.
1 has 1 vote. 3 has no votes so far.
Okay.
We have another 30 seconds because for some reason I did a 2-minute poll instead of a 1-minute poll. But,
Make sure we get the answer.
Yeah, that's right. Can you imagine how horrifying it would be to be hanging out, vote for 7, nice.
Good job, Ravens.
to be hanging out in the hot tub and then a deer just breaks in?
No. Okay, so and this would probably be about 2010, 2011, somewhere right in there, okay? So I'm living by myself. In my house. And it's a Christmas morning. And it's a cold Christmas morning. Do that. But so I get up, I wake up, I'm kind of groggy, and I sit up on the bed. All right, got to get up. When a branch falls from a tree, hits the ground outside, sits down and snaps, and sends a log about this big right through the window that's right here.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. worked so much better than coffee.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
As far as waking me up through that, but that was like that's what I got for Christmas that year was a log through the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool. All good.
I don't really know what to say to that because I don't know that I would still have been within my skin if that had happened to me. All right.
If that happened today, I probably did.
Yeah.
So
Good thing it happened back then.
yes.
Despite the fact that one got more votes on the Twitch side, it actually went to 2 because,
Okay.
the vote was changed.
List with it, no matter what I do.
And so, you will be playing The Forgotten City again.
What? Try to get another ending?
Try to get another ending.
All right, we'll play it from the get-go and see if I can get through it. Interesting. All right.
Do you have any plugs, good sir?
No, just I appreciate everybody being here. You're awesome. I haven't told y'all this, I don't in a while maybe, but there's been nothing like you in the history of the universe, and there never will be again, each and every one of you individually. And I appreciate you spending time with us. You are so rare, so unique, and just getting to see your comments and spend time with y'all and BSing for about 2 hours is always nice. So thank y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Also, during this podcast, we hit 1,600 subs on YouTube, so...
Did really? Oh,
thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. And the last thing I want to plug is, yet again, go check out @Rungren on YouTube.
Please, I need some subscribers.
Some great music over there. You should go check it out if you haven't.
My music has been listened to a lot over the past couple of years, and if you've ever even if it's just been like one song, if you listen to it, I really, really appreciate it. Even if you didn't like it, I appreciate you giving me that time just to hear it.
Well, tomorrow you'll be playing The Forgotten City.
Yes.
Thursday we'll be talking SCP-001 proposals. Friday we'll be finishing up the Chaos missions in SD Gundam Battle Alliance.
Nice.
Monday we'll be doing more Lotro. And next Tuesday, we'll be doing a show. It's going to be great. So, thanks, Will. But until next time, I've been Trey.
I've been Rungren.
This has been the Full Spectrum Podcast. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum of life. I messed up the outro. Has to offer.
No.